Hi guys, this is Yoga with Jen. We're going to do a full class today, so get a nice spot on the floor, mat spread wide, some comfy clothes on, and we'll start standing in the middle of the mat. Let's begin. Hands to the heart. We're going to take 3 breaths. Inhaling, reach arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time. Lift, inhale. Exhale, we're going to dive all the way down. Fold out and over the legs to a forward bend. When we get there, come right back up. Slowly round up. Last thing is your chin to in, untuck. Reach high, touch the palms. Hands to the heart. And namaste. So close the eyes for a moment. Just center. We're going to do a full class. Some warm-up salutations all the way through toning. We'll get nice and warm and we'll stretch at the end. Always important to be warm. Your home practice, make sure to do only what you can do. Listen to your body and we'll move on. So reach the arms overhead. Grab one wrist with your opposite OK fingers. Reach that high. Take a breath in. Exhale, lean to the side. Push your hips the other direction. Nice side bend. Be sure to keep the chest up over the hips. Just becoming more aware of body parts as we get rolling here. Inhale to center. Release all 10 fingers, spread wide and come high up on the toes. Find a focal point, something to look at that's going to help maintain your balance. Exhale, set the heels down and grab the other wrist with the other OK fingers. Reach high. Exhale, lean to the side, hips go the other direction. Push, nice stretch under the rib cage. Always trying to pair breath with movement. With that in mind, inhale, reach arms overhead, undo that grip. Look up. Exhale, we'll sit to chair pose. Weight is in the heels, our toes can lift. Breathe deeply and flow up on the toes. Inhale. Exhale, set the heels down. Inhale, lift on toes. Exhale, heels down. This time we'll stay up on the toes and bring the arms out to the sides. Spread through 10 fingers, reach wide, open wide, chin up, pull the breath in, pull the belly in as you do. Hands back to the heart. Set the heels down. And forward bend all the way. Release the arms, hang heavy. Let's look up, come to your fingertips. This is monkey pose. If the ground is far away today, just put your hands at your shins. Look up, roll the shoulders behind, and flow here. Inhaling, get long through the spine, point the nose down. Exhale, fold all the way down. Maybe hang on to the calves, but be gentle because we're cool yet. Inhale, back up, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Don't be afraid of the sound of your breath. And again, look up. Exhale, fold, hinge, and breathe here in this forward bend. Maybe releasing the arms down. Even if the arms don't come to the ground, we're going to shift the weight and twist over to one side. So maybe to grab onto that opposite leg. If the ground is available, tuck the fingers, press into the ground. Breathe here, but your feet stay pointing forward. And through to the other side. Hands to the mat or to the leg. Find a grab it on spot and fold here. And back to center. Release the arms just like they're dead weight. Head hangs heavy. And now round on up to stand. Hands come to the heart here. And we'll start with some sun salutations. So come to the front of the mat. Feet are that hips width distance apart. Always just do what you can. Your salutations you can do at your own pace. So stick along with me or go at your pace, faster or slower. Feet down, arms up, inhale. Exhale, fold all the way. Half lift, look up, breathe in, and fold. Legs back to planks. This time we walked back. Maybe next time we'll jump or float back. Take a breath in at the top of a push-up. Exhale, elbows in, lower down, halfway maybe. If you need to go all the way to the belly, you can do that. Next breath in, straighten the arms. Inhale. Exhale back, downward facing dog. And repeat. Feet forward to the front of the mat. Unhinge, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dive way out. Half lift, look up. And fold. This time you might practice jumping. Hands down, legs come back, plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. And then forward, feet come to hand. Inhale, stand on up. Exhale, dive out. Breathe in, look up, monkey pose, we did it earlier. And fold, plank. Lower here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep moving, feet forward. Inhale, lift up, stand up. Exhale, dive on out. Half lift, look up. And fold, plank. Lower here. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Keep moving, feet forward. Inhale, stand on up. Exhale, dive forward, hinge, pull the belly in. And look up, breathe in. Fold, back for plank. Lower down here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog. Let's pause there. Walk the feet in just a bit so we get a nice calf stretch. Bending a knee, and then the other. You feel your hip kind of sags down when you bend the knee. Just overemphasize that, exaggerate it a bit. Maybe look under the armpit as you do so. Generate some heat in the shoulders. Breathe. And both heels press into the mat. And a few more salutations before we move on. Let's look forward. 1 foot at a time now. Right foot forward, left foot forward. Half lift, look up here. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going to reach high. This is sun salutation B. We replace our forward lifting up and reverse swan dive with a chair posture. So hold for a breath. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold again. Back for plank. Lower here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Other foot first. Left foot forward and right foot forward. Monkey pose, look up. Then bend the knees. Chair pose. Reach. Deep bend. Lift the toes if you can. And straighten. Forward bend. Half lift, look up. And fold, plank pose. Lower here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. One more each side, foot forward. So right foot forward, left foot forward. Monkey pose, look up. And bend the knees. Chair pose. Reach, breathe. Straightening, look up and fold. Back for plank. Lower here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Half lift and fold. Chair pose. Hold for a breath. Strong chair. And straighten. Half lift, we'll look up. Legs back, plank. Lower here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Walk your big toes together in the center of the mat, left to right. So they're touching. Now, come high up on the toes. We're going to come into a crouch. Strengthen the legs a lot here. Push out with the arms. Your tush is right up in the air. And hold. 5 long breaths here. Even though we're not moving, we're definitely strengthening. Breathe. Notice the sensations. Legs starting to warm a bit. Arms warming. If we keep a nice bend in the elbows, that's safe. Last breath. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, sink down with heels. Now take a walk back to your feet with your hands. All the way back to the rear of the mat and bow deeply. If the hands don't touch the ground with straight legs, then bend the knees as much as you need to. And we're going to create a tripod, hand, feet. Now, right leg lifts high, high as you choose to. And we're going to bend the knee, both of them come into a crouch, touch the leg to the nose if you can. Knee comes in, inhale, lift high. Exhale, draw it in. So we're crouching down. Lift, look forward, exhale, bring it in. Standing leg extends all the way till just a micro bend, and then we come down. Keep the foot flexed, that's up in the air there, and in. Breathe along with this. It's yoga if we're flowing, breath for movement. Open and close. And again, open and close. This time, let's open up. We'll come into a full standing split. So bow deeply here. Right leg lifts high. You can test your balance. Maybe one foot comes in, or hands to the foot. Other hand comes in. Maybe one day, no hands will touch the floor. Rotate the ankle in the air. And the other direction. We'll set one hand and the other down. Both feet down. Forward bend. Feel the unevenness. Your left hip has a lot of love in it. We'll call it love. A little bit of work. It's been challenged. Bend a knee. And then the other. Both legs straighten. Hands to the heart. Slow round on up. Reach the arms high. Sweep them together. Little back bend. All those chairs and things create a little bit of a compromise in the back. If you want to drop the head, you can. Back up to center. Inhale. Hands through the heart. Fold all the way to a forward bend. Let's create that tripod the other side. Hands down. And then we lift the left leg. Lift it high. Look forward, extend, lengthen, flex the foot. Exhale, come into that crouch. Knee comes in to nose. Open. Exhale, close. And open. Close it. A few more times. Lengthen and open. And close. Again, only straighten the standing leg as far as you can to keep the hands down. Always safe. Open and close. This time we'll open it and bow deeply. Find that standing split. Walk the hands in if you want to. One hand to the foot and the other one day. No hands at the floor. Lots of concentration. Rotate the ankle in the air. And the other direction. And hands down, we'll set the foot down to meet the other one and bow deeply. Half lift, let's take a look up and all the way out, we'll walk to downward facing dog. Fingers are wide, first two fingers on each hand point forward. So it's been about legs, let's shift the focus and we'll work on arms for a bit. We try and touch all of our body parts here in yoga. So we'll do a few vinyasas, which are mini salutations. Inhale forward. Exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. To 5 count there. Forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward. Number 3. Exhale, lower. Up dog. Down dog. Twice more forward. And lower. Up dog, breath in. Exhale, breath out. Here, down dog. One more forward and lower. To up and to down dog. Breathe here, hold. Pull the belly in deeply. We're not moving here at all, but a lot of effort is happening. We're pressing out through the arms, sinking down with the heels, and our belly is pulling in towards the front of the spine as much as it'll possibly go. From here, let's walk the feet in just a bit so the heels come closer to flat. Right leg lifts high. Depending upon how hips are, you might even open the hip up. Knee comes up overhead. You can bend the knee a couple times, rotate the ankle. Press away with the arms. And look through to the hands. We're going to swing this foot there till toes are right in line with fingers. Help along if you need to. The hand can bring the foot up, set it right there between the hands. Press the back leg straight and reach open. Arms come up overhead. Reach high. Crescent lunge here. If we lean back, it creates a crescent in the back. Reach back, inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come high. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale. Exhale. Dynamic. Inhale, strong. Exhale. Inhale, reach high. This time, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bow all the way over the front leg. Come up on the back toes and hinge. Bow deeply here, sink down more with the left heel. We're going to open the right arm high. Twisting. This is like a modification of pyramid and triangle pose. But we're twisting here, trying to rotate the spine. Helps soothe our digestion, help our digestion along. Reach high, inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee. Coming into a twisting lunge. Right arm reaches overhead. You can hold here, continue to reach high. You can put the hand behind the back, knuckles here. Use that to twist open more. And reach high again. Next exhale, let's set the hand down, one to each side. Vinyasa. Leg comes back, inhale. Exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Breathe deep. Walk the feet in again. Big toes touch. We've walked in, so heels are a little closer, and we'll lift the left leg. Lift it high. You can open the heel back if you want to. Open the hip. And straightening the leg, look forward to the hand. Foot goes in between. Help it along if you need to. Arms come up overhead. Push out through the back heel. Inhale. Exhale, bring arms in the front. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward. And again, open. Exhale, reach forward. Let's reach high this time. Inhale. And exhale. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaches up. We come into a twisting lunge the other direction. And this arm can continue to reach high. And make sure that leg stays straight back there. Arm can reach high, or we can tuck it behind. Knuckles to the rib cage. You can flip the hand. Breathe. One more breath. And this arm goes high. One hand to each side. We're going to come back up to our lunge and straighten the front leg. Inhale, and now bow forward. Reach all the way down. One hand to each side. Bow deeply over the front leg. And now we come to that twisting triangle or twisting pyramid posture. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches high. Open up the chest. Breathe deeply. And exhale, one hand to each side. Bend the front knee and back foot forward. Forward bend, bow deeply. This time, hand inside of opposite elbow, and let's bend the knees. So your chest might even be resting upon them. Weight is even from front to backs of feet. And now let the head hang heavy. Take a moment to recollect here without movement, even though our legs are still working. And now release the arms down. We'll straighten the legs. Look up, take a breath in. Exhale, fold. Back to plank. Let's do 5 vinyasas here. Keep the heart rate up. Exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. 4 more. Forward, inhale. Exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. And forward. Exhale to flow. Flow with the breath. Inhale, exhale, back. Twice more, forward and lower, up dog to down dog. Repeat forward and lower down. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, forward, lower here. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, down dog. Let's pick up the left leg. Left leg lifts. Swing it high and in between the hands. We're going to turn the toes and face me. Coming into a straddle. So legs are separated as far as you choose. Bow deeply here. And shift the weight to one side. Pull deeply. And to the other. We're pretty warm, so it's pretty safe to be able to pull into this posture when we get to one side and the other. Just a nice easy straddle, one side and to the other. Last time, over to one side and through to the other side. And let's come back to the middle and slow round on up and stand. Let's bring our hands to the heart here, coming into a straddle on the mat. Nice wide one. Use the full length of your legs, the full width of the mat. Hands to the heart. Let's open, arms out, come into a star. Exhale, bend the knees and elbows. Reach high, open. Exhale, bend. And open. And bend. This time, let's set the hands to the knees. We're going to press in with one shoulder, look over the other. Keep both knees bent. Hands to the other side. Look over the shoulder. Back to the center. Hands back to the heart. Let's try a bit of balance. Up on one set of toes. And set that heel down. We'll do the other side. Harry thinks he sees something outside. And lower. Now straighten. Arms overhead. Touch the palms. Turn to face one foot. And we're going to pigeon the toes over a bit to one side. So we got both feet at kind of an angle. Reach high. Bow outward as far forward as you can. And now dive deeply out over the leg. And fold. Trying to drop the chest straight down. Every exhale, we're trying to close this gap between the leg and our chest. And now let's hang on to the leg, the foot, or the floor with the same arm, right arm, and lift high with the left. And maybe lean back. Maybe rotate the arm. Sometimes you just got to do what feels good right here. And right now, the shoulder needs a little bit of rotation. And maybe yours doesn't. Maybe you just need to reach high. We rotate, make sure to do the other direction. Open, big circle. And next time, arm is high, hold there. Put a soft bend in the knee as we come up. Always be careful of inner thighs and knees. Push all the way up. We're going to rotate our toes to the other side. So one toe is set forward, the other one is at an angle out back. Reach over, both arms together here, and we're going to hinge all the way down. Bow out and over the leg. Hinge, fold, breathe. Flex the kneecap, you'll lift the thigh down. Always try and engage. Breathe deep here, 2 breaths. And we'll keep that same hand down. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches way high. Twist it open. Really reach, open the shoulder as much as you can. Find the rotation come from the belly, then the chest opens. Arms and shoulders all stack nicely upon one another. And now soften the front knee. Push back up, arms out to the side, and face forward. Hands come up to the heart here. Take a few breaths, collect, see how we're feeling. Nod the chin into the chest. Full big breaths. We're going to rotate the toes the other direction. So we're going to do a few postures on one side and to the other so we even out. So we'll settle right down here in the warrior 2 pose, bending the front knee. Using the whole mat. In Warrior Two, our heels are on one line. Extend the arms out, look over the front middle finger, slide the shoulders down. A lot of people I see their warriors are here as if they're reaching for something, but it's the opposite, as though we're holding something we want to throw back there. So our shoulders are right upon, our arms are like a board, and we don't want one part of the board to be broken. We want a nice, straight, and strong board, so it sits right upon the shoulders. Look out over the front arm, and now sweep that back to reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale, dive out, side angle. Back to reverse warrior. Inhale, exhale, side angle. And again, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Keep the bend in the front knee. It tends to want to straighten. Reverse. Exhale, down. One more time. Reversing back. And down to side angle. Let's hold it here. Try and get your butt out of the air. Lots of side angles have this piece of brokenness in here. Try and keep a straight line. We extend the arms straight upward. If you want to try and do a bind here, we'd come into bound side angle. You drop inside with the elbow, and the hand comes up and around. It's behind my back now. I take this hand and find it with the other. Binds aren't for everyone, so pay attention to how your body feels today, and they're not for every day. So be patient with where the body is. Hold here, bound side angle. And now open again. One hand down, the other up. We're going to push back up to that Warrior Two. Keep a bend in the front knee as we interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulders open. Take a breath in and dive just inside the knee. Bow inside and bring your arms overhead. We've got the fingers interlaced. Now come back up, lead with the back of the head, push up, pull the knuckles down, look up, inhale, exhale, dive forward, inhale, lift up, and dive on out. And again, lift up, we're creating warmth in this leg. Exhale, dive out. One more time, up. Exhale, dive way out and hold it here. Hover right inside this space if you can. The knee is there if you need to grab onto it. But if you can, hang out here. Squeeze the palms together. Now release the hands one to each side and come up on the back toes. One hand each side, and we're going to stretch this hip out. It's nice and warm. So plant the hands down. Lift the right leg high. And bring the knee in between the hands. We're going to come into pigeon pose. So we set our left knee down back there, the top of the foot down. Knee is straight in between, right in the middle of the body, and first get squared. Pigeon pose is a very deep hip stretch for our right side, the one attached to the front knee. Get tall here, and then begin to lower down. So the full posture is about here. You can extend the arms out, chest is down out over the knee. Some people like to fold their arms, rest their forehead to the wrists. For some, it's a little too far away. The hip is tight, so you can be here upon hands. For some, they need a lot more. And so if your hips are particularly loose, you could bring this foot more towards the front corner of the mat. I'm quite not that loose today, but so I'll be kind of right here in the middle. And we try and keep the weight off of our right butt cheek. So again, we'll settle down in the pigeon pose. And we like to spend a good number of breaths here. We'll just spend 5 today. You drop the chest down and you rest. Now if you wanted to do more here also, there's king pigeon pose. Make sure the knee is right up underneath, straight out from the hip. Walk the hands back and bring the arms together overhead. Reach high, you can interlace the fingers, it's kind of pretty. Breathe. And release downward. If you're laying down or did king pigeon or tried it, let's put one hand on each side. Tuck the back toes, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Bend the knee, and then the other. And lift the right leg. We'll look forward, set it in between the hands. Turn the toes, come into that straddle. Face me. And slow rise on up to stand. And pause here. Mountain straddle here for a moment. Shoulders straight down. Take a breath. Now going to turn the toes the other direction. So we'll head into warrior two here, bending the front knee. Our heels are on one straight line. We extend the arms out. Find your board on the back. Nice straight line, not broken. Settle the shoulders down. Breathe here. Lift the toes. Try and ungrip them. Pull the belly in. Now reverse. Reverse warrior to side angle. Repeat. Reverse and side angle. Flow with your breathing. And you find different focal points along the way so that you keep the balance. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time here. And we'll come down into that side angle. Left hand down, right arm reaches high. Tush up out of the air. Here's our bind if you choose it. Slide down inside. Reach around. Hand grabs hand. Shoulder opens up. Look upward. Breathe. Bind is not required. Just open the arms here if you need. Knee is there to rest upon if you need that. And open back up. Bottom hand, right arm high. Push back up to warrior two. And interlace the fingers behind. We'll roll the shoulders forward. Take a breath in. And bow inside. Arms come up overhead. Now lift up. Inhale. Exhale, dive out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dive. Hip is getting nice and warm, ready for that pigeon pose. Up, inhale. And exhale, dive. One more time, let's lift it up. And dive inward. Hold it here. Try and stay hovered right inside. Nice strong legs, strong foundation. Arms reach overhead. 3 breaths. Try and be still in posture. And release the hands down, one to each side here near this foot. We tuck the right toes under. Left leg goes high. We get ready for pigeon. When you're ready, knee comes in between. Set it right in between the hands. Right knee extends as far back as you can make it go. Try and get settled here. Notice, take a pause. Notice, how does this side feel different from the other? Respect that. And lower down into it as you need to for this side. So lower down to the chest perhaps. If it's far away, you can stay upon hands. If you're lowering down to the chest, go there and breathe deep. You've earned it. If going down to that far isn't available, stay up on the hands and start to bend the elbows. So with deep breathing, you begin to loosen some of that tension in the hip. Start to come down to elbows, and one day you'll be able to get completely flat down to the belly. Arms can extend out. Or we can come into that king pigeon pose, making sure the knee is down. Weight goes into our front knee. Reach the arms high. Breathe. Release the hands down. Now we're going to set the weight into our left butt cheek, our left hip, and swing the legs around. Let's get them in front. We'll come into staff pose. For staff, we're sitting upright, nice and tall. Feet are flexed as if we're standing, so toes might even be closer to us than the heels. Bring your hands right next door. Fingers are spread wide, and soft bend in the elbows. So to get upright, sometimes it's good to start a little bit not upright. So start a little bit curved down, press in with the hands, roll the shoulders open, and push the chest way forward. Nose points forward, head is high. What's up, buddy? Breathe deep here in staff. Sit tall. And soften here. We're going to reach high, take a breath in. And reach forward to the feet or even past the feet for a seated forward bend. If you can grab the toes or grab the soles of the feet, pull yourself forward, nose toward the toes, and hinge downward. If the feet are unavailable, you could grab palms underneath calves, pull downward there. You've had a strap, bathrobe, men's necktie, or a yoga strap. Good things to use here and to have handy. You could set one underneath your feet. You could hit pause, go grab one, come back, and pull yourself downward here. And maybe let's walk this out. So bending a knee and then the other, just like we do in downward facing dog. And as we fold each time you bend the knee, come in a little closer. God bless you, Harry. Now both legs straighten. Let's look up just like we do in monkey pose. And one more time, go for it. Fold all the way. Maybe now this time, fold the head in. And release, soften up to neutral. So we're going to pick up our right foot, set it to the outside of our left knee. Grab this knee that's right there with the opposite elbow and pull it inward. As we do that, we'll plant the other hand behind. Look up, sit tall, and look over the shoulder. Now, I like to put my hand behind and come on fingertips. Put a bend in the elbow and use that to twist super deep back. As I'm doing this, my strong arm's pulling this knee in towards my elbow, towards my armpit. Everything in here is getting a nice twist. Your digestion might start to work up. You might feel a pop or two in the spine. It's a cool thing, bonus. And release back forward from the twist. Now we're going to lay this knee open and pull your foot as far forward in your lap as you can. Please be cautious of knees. If your knees have had any problems or if you've had any surgeries or anything, for heaven's sakes, leave it out to a modification. You can leave the foot just at the knee. But if you can, excuse me, darling, you bring the foot in as far as you can, reach high, take a breath, and bow out and over. Get a fold here out over the extended leg. Stretch goes all the way up the bottom leg. We get the added bonus of lubrication of the knee if your knee can handle it. Bow deep here. And lift upward. And we'll send this top leg straight. Both legs extend. Reach high again, forward bend in between the sides, so bow deeply. Legs are nice and warm. You should be really stretching the hamstrings out now. Soften back up. So we pick up the left foot, bring it outside of our right knee. Opposite elbow grabs the knee, hand plants behind, grabs your dog, look over the shoulder. Squeeze this knee in, look back. Again, keep that deep bend in the elbow, or just a little bend, so we can deepen the twist. Sit tall, inhale, exhale, twist a little further. Make sure the foot is flexed out here. Flexed or pointed if you're a pointer, I'm a flexor. Pull the knee in towards the shoulder, get that good digestive spinal twist. And exhale, release forward. We'll send the knee out to the side. So now we're taking the foot and bringing it more in towards that pocket, as far up as you can. It may be right on top of the knee, it may even be below it, but just bypass the knee joint. We always want to protect our joint. So bring the foot inward, sit tall here, breathe in, and bow forward. Again, respecting each side. This one's surely different than the other was. Last breath here. Slow lift on up. So we're going to open to a kite posture. So it's more open than a butterfly posture. Feet are further away. Spread through the toes, and we're going to floss our toes with our fingers. Our toes, as we get older, start to curl one on top of the other. So while we're here, let's floss, finger inside of toe, finger inside of toe, all the way down as deeply as you can. We're going to pull the fingers inside your finger pits if we can name a body part. Fingers come in. Hi, Sean. Look up, take a breath in, and pull downward. Let's look up again. Lift up. Exhale, pull downward. One more time. Look up, lift up, breathe in. Exhale, pull down and hold in this kite stretch. You'll notice my elbows are out to the sides. I'm pulling in super strong with the arms. Feet are stretched out. We've got that toe floss, helping to keep the feet open. Try and do that. It's like when if you have a pedicure, I think they use those things to separate your toes. That's what we're doing here. So one more thing while we're here. Let's, with your left shoulder, dig in towards your feet and look up over the right shoulder. Release to center. We'll dig in with the other shoulder, look up over the left. Back to center. Let's release our grip, release, spread the toes, and let's grab underneath. So knees come inward, we'll grab and fully flex the feet. Pull the toes back towards your inner ankle seam. And the other direction, curl them all the way. Release, and we're gonna come onto our backs. So on the back, first let's extend all the way out. Fingers as far away from toes as we can make them go. Make sure heels are on the mat, head is on the mat. Reach high, breathe in. Exhale, right knee draws in, grab it in towards the shoulder. We're going to use the arms to make circles with this knee. So you're not using the effort of the knee or the hip itself. The hands only are manually bringing this circle to happening. Bring it in and send it away. Try and use the exhales to squeeze the knee in and the inhales to send it away. Let's go the other direction around. Inhale and then exhale, pull it in. You may rock from one hip to another, that's okay. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. So now hold it in real deep. Now just rotate, lifting the sole of this foot up. You might recognize this from the posture happy baby. This is a half happy baby. So we pull the knee downward towards the side. We want to try and get it to the outside of our shoulder on the ground. Sole of the foot points upward. Opposite foot's just relaxed down there. It's not doing much. Pull inward, 2 more breaths. Stretching out the hips. This is continuing the efforts we did in pigeon earlier. Now we're going to set this foot on our left knee and come into a cross here. So as if just our legs were crossed. Knee is out to the side, foot is flexed and rested there. From here, a figure 4 stretch. We'll reach underneath, grab the knee. Some like to grab here, I like to grab behind the knee. Pull this in as if we're trying to get our big toe up towards our head. Pull inward. Right in through here is where you should feel it. Good hip joint stretch here. And set the foot down. Now let everything rest just where it is. We're just going to push this all over to the left and bring your right arm to the right. So you'll notice your foot has touched right foot to the ground there. Once we do that, we pull this knee down as if we're trying to insert it underneath our left armpit. Stretch goes all the way down through the right thigh. Gaze over here. And that stretch comes up through the belly too. We get a spinal twist. Breathe. And release upward. Now just rotate it back into place. So upward. Foot is still on the knee. Now we slide it until our knees are completely crossed, one knee up over the other. We're going to come into a scissor stretch here. So keep the knees crossed and bring the knees up to you, close in. Now reach up and grab the opposite foot because it's right there on the side. Sink back to shoulders, open the feet out to the side and pull inward. So our feet are out almost maybe on one straight line left to right. Arms are pulling them down, getting a deep hip stretch here. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, pull deeply. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Hold that progress where you've pulled to. One more time. Exhale, pull deeply. And release all the way down. Both knees into the chest. Give a good squeeze. And now we'll set the right leg free all the way. Left knee comes in towards the left shoulder. Pull it in. Let's start a circle here, using the hands to draw the circle with the knee. So we're not using our hip joint to move it around. Arms are helping the knee get a stretch. The hip get a stretch while we're there. In and around, a breath for each movement. Let's head the other direction around. Breathe. Intentional movements here. Next time the knee is in, let's hold it there. When we lift the sole of the foot up, half happy baby here. Pull the knee down to the side. Outside, try to bring it underneath your armpit. Both hands can grab on. If the foot is far away, you could grab onto the shin, to the calf, to the ankle. Pull downward here. Two more big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, pull deeply. And now we bend this right knee, set the sole of the foot upon it. We move into that figure 4 stretch here. So reach through, grab onto the knee, sink down to shoulders, pull the knee inward. Again, toe coming down towards the chin or towards the shoulder. And set the foot down, and we rotate. Just rotate this all the other direction. You'll see here, foot goes to the floor. Left arm extends out to the left. We'll pull this knee down here towards the ground. You bring your gaze, you turn your head, and look out over this other shoulder. By pulling this knee over, it twists the hip, creates that stretch all the way through the belly. Try and settle into the stretch. One last breath here. When you're on your own, you can slow down into these postures if you want, or totally dissect any of this stuff and pull these out. And you say to yourself, man, this one worked. Well, pull this out and maybe do it before bed or do it at a time when you know you've got tension in the hips. Let's release this upward. We're going to flip it all the way back up. Arms back into the side, and then we continue to cross this knee over the other. Knees come into you. Feet are out to the side. Let's grab onto them. Sink down to shoulders and open into scissor stretch. Flexing the feet. Anytime we do that, we engage all those muscles. So the muscle zippers up the outside of the leg. A last breath here. Release upward and draw knees into the chest. Harry's decided to dissect a toy. Keeps him busy. I said toy, the magic word. Now we're going to head for bridge posture. So we'll set the feet down. Feet are straight out. It creates a little bit of a back bend in bridge. So come on to the back all the way. Feet in, heels toward your bottom. And take your peace fingers. We're going to try and floss our heels. So palms go flat. Our peace fingers are flossing the heels. Feet flat here. Lift with the feet pressing into the ground till the hips are lifted. And then come onto the shoulders. Create a little bit of what's called a chest expansion by caving upward. We create room and openness through the chest for breath. Hang on to the heels if you can. If they're far away, you don't have to hold on. You can be palms flat. You can interlace the fingers and roll the shoulders open even from that flossed fingers posture here. You can watch the belly lift and lower as you fill the lungs and send the breath out. These last opportunities here, we're in some of our last few working postures. So really try and use the opportunity you've chosen to spend time on the mat today. Get the most out of it. Inhale, lift up another breath. Exhale, slowly come down. Undo any chest expansion you've done till your back is flat. You let the palms rest all the way down. Slowly lower the hips down. And heel toe the feet together. Allow the knees to open to the side to where they will. Just a reclined butterfly for a moment. And then send the legs straight. We're going to move for a bit of time in inversion. So inversion is a posture with your feet above your heart. So this is definitely a part of this sequence of this practice today you might want to slow down in. We try and bring our feet above our heart every day for a little bit. Every day some inversion. Because several reasons. It helps to lower our blood pressure. All the fluids we have in the body have sunk down to our feet by the end of the day. Gravity pulls them down, and this helps it to naturally come the other direction. You can even, for a short period of time, gently drag your fingers, helping the lymph in your legs relocate, redistribute down. It'll feel tingly just because it does, but because all that fluid is lowering down. Sometimes we end the day with swollen ankles, swollen feet. Just help that along. Perhaps I'll add in one of these videos one day some information about parsley tea. I've recently got into making tea out of just parsley, and you just boil it in there, and it really helps to draw fluids from areas it shouldn't be in the body, and it puts them where it's supposed to be. It redistributes them, brings it down to your kidneys for cleaning, and then expels it. It's a completely magical thing. You can Google it on your own too. But this helps it along manually on your own. Good for the complexion because it brings all that fluid down. If you ever come into any kind of other inversion, if you're a person who likes to do headstands or handstands, all that blood comes into your face and your head. It's so good. So even now we're just sitting here with our legs up. It's a great place to be. If you wanted to try something additional, you can move into shoulder stand. So we put our weight in our hands. Hips rest there. Safely, we always keep our chin away from our chest. Legs extend up above. They can be together. Waves with the elbows, be gentle with them. Try and lift as straight up as you can. Plow pose is another option. Legs would extend up overhead. Be very gentle, very careful of backs. I'm not going to look left to right because you're not supposed to here for sure. You can hold the back here upright. You can extend the arms out. I like to flip my hands over so my knuckles are down. And your toes might touch overhead. They might not. Mine today are a little far away. But I try and keep my chin away from my chest and be cautious with the pose. But spend some time here in inversion, just slowing down, and slow the breathing down to maybe a 7 or an 8 count in, 7 or an 8 count out. It'll lower my hips back down to the mat. Just come into that legs up posture that you can even on your own turn into a more restorative pose with your legs butted up against the wall. It's a great pose to do at the end of the day. And start to take out all movement. Get any last fidgets out here with the upper body. Really now we're moving into the most important part of class, and that's the resting portion, and that lets all the muscles kind of regenerate, rebound, rejuvenate after all the work we've done through class. So when you're ready, maybe set the legs all the way straight and lay down into a proper corpse posture with our feet resting to the side. Knees are soft. Kind of wiggle a few times left to right and let everything rest. See where it falls. Rotate perhaps so palms are up, knuckles are down. Soften the face. Let everything rest into place. And you can stay here as long as you like to. Letting everything settle, letting the breath settle into place. Maybe letting the thoughts about the breathing kind of slip away as it comes into that involuntary, what your body takes in, just what it needs, and it sends out just what it used. Just be thankful now for this period of time you've done for yourself. All the hard work, all the heat generated, so good for you. Yoga's so great. I'm so thankful for you being able to have this time for yourself. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and for watching this video. We'll have more up soon. And do good for yourself. Eat clean, drink clean, be good to others, share love, and namaste.